Coming up, the late-night liberal against the sly fox. Sean Hurricane Hannity went in on Jimmy Knockout Kimmel for his jokes about the First Lady, and now the war of words is moving to Twitter. It is real, and it's fantastic. Plus, attacks on Amazon, a new twist in the Stormy Daniels saga, and a brewing border battle, a.k.a. just another week in the West Wing. And later, your go-to gym probably has free weights, machines, treadmills, and showers, but does it have a selfie room? Do you even want one? Don't answer that until you hear what it could include. Like It or Not starts right now. Hey there, welcome in this week with Britt McHenry and Guy Lambert. I'm Bram Weinstein. Do not for a second believe them if they say they don't like the selfie room, because I follow the two of you on social media.
Yeah.
And you both love selfies.
Oh, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want that? I want a selfie room in my house.
I'm the only not on this one. I also
I've never
need
seen a selfie of you.
I should, well, because I don't go to the gym. I can't believe I have to say this right now, but nothing that is about to come out of my mouth during this show was something that I was told I had to say. But I guess that makes us weird here. By now, you probably have seen the anchors from all across the country who work for the same company, Sinclair, reading an echo chamber, quote, must read about fake news. It doubles as a creepy real-life version of Jordan Peele's Get Out. Donald Trump seized on the predictable backlash defending Sinclair, calling others like NBC fake news, despite the fact that the company, Sinclair, has 22 NBC affiliates. So are they real fake news or fake real news? Anyway, Sinclair's president laughed it all off. He said everything everyone says on TV is vetted through multiple layers. In my 23 years on air, I've never been told I had to say anything that was laced with any political agenda. But hey, maybe that's just me. Like it or not, this was scary.
Very scary. I'm joining the club with you. Never have I ever been told to say anything before either. This is a very big deal. Propaganda, very much so. The fact that you said that the CEO of Sinclair actually came forward and said, hey guys, no big deal, everybody does this, that's a bunch of BS. And quite honestly, I take offense to that. Why? Because, well, I moonlight as a news anchor from time to time. I see what the writers go through. I see what the producers go through. They got to make sure that we're all fair and, well, you know, rule number one for journalism.
Yes, they're fact-checking. Yes,
yeah,
they are fact-checking.
So how dare he say something like that?
Yes.
And if you look at the rhetoric, it mimics that of President Trump.
How dare he say that? Why don't? Because print is maybe dying. Maybe I sound like the CEO of Sinclair. The Washington Post, democracy dies in darkness, is what they started championing after Trump won the presidency. So how is this any different?
Because he's attacking the media and the media standing up for itself. I think
Look,
it's a very different
I want
thing.
to change
This
it
is
from
media.
like it or I don't hate it. Do I like
Okay.
the fact that
Okay.
they're being forced to say this? I lean right, that's no secret. If I was left-leaning and forced to read something at a station, keep in mind, a lot of these stations were not purchased by Sinclair. Sinclair has bought up a lot of stations in the last couple of years. So if you were already working somewhere and you had to start doing this, I can see where it would bother an individual. But they're not, all they're saying is pay attention to not fake news.
If they are saying, however, that the other people are fake news, aren't they saying that they're fake news as well?
Right.
And why are they saying listen to us and don't listen to somebody else? And why is the message consistent throughout the entire network?
But every company
untrue when every
has
station's
a
completely
slogan or a phrase. It's not new to have a 15-second read at the end of a
That was
show
more than
saying
15
we have
seconds,
credible
though,
news here.
Must-reads are standard in our industry. They're typically about your particular company or posing some particular facts. It is never, in my experience, politically bent whatsoever.
We'll get used to it because they're going to have more stations in more than 200 markets once the Tribune merger goes through.
frightening.
If that was something Obama said, would you have read that on this show?
You never know. He's out of office, so we don't have to talk about that. Jimmy Kimmel has taken a leading role for the left, using his late-night talk show to rant about the president, healthcare, and pretty much everything else that he wants to. He's in a war of words with Fox News now after his recent jokes about the First Lady.
Because there's nothing important going on in the country right now, Sean Hannity and his fellow Fox News people spent a lot of time talking about me today. Hannity apparently took issue with a joke I made on the show on Monday night, and this is what he had to say about that.
This is brutal. Liberal Jimmy Kimmel making fun of the First Lady of the United States and her involvement in the White House Easter egg roll, even her accents. Jimmy, you're a despicable disgrace. Take a look.
Be clever and curious, just like a cat. Ask lots of questions about this and that.
About this and that. Kimmel, you realize what this means? You could be First Lady of the United States.
Ass clown Kimmel. Now, I got to tell you something. What a disgrace. Hey, Mr. Kimmel, that's her 5th language. How many do you speak?
If I'm an ass clown, and I might very well be, you, Sean, are the whole ass circus. You're the juggler. You know what I think is disrespectful of the First Lady? Cheating on her with a porn star after she has a baby. Why don't you rant a little about that?
I would ask you if you like it or not. I'm going to say right now that I don't like it. Jimmy Kimmel brought about the whole mean tweets, right? Well, now he's turned into a walking mean tweet. He's the same man who will bring his child on as a prop to advocate for health care, but now the tolerant left wants to go after Melania Trump for her accent.
She can't speak. A prop?
Right.
Really?
Well, what? So we're being okay with certain issues we like, and, and that is what he did. And now he's going to be mean towards another family? What he did was wrong.
Every single president has been made fun of. Every single one of them. George Bush, Barack Obama.
But you can't make fun of Jimmy Kimmel or he'll start crying
Barack
on set.
Obama, which was a fake, false, it's a joke. It's a joke. And you know what? He's right. It's a joke.
Yeah. It's a joke? Is it the same joke? It was off limits. He wouldn't have said the same thing about Michelle Obama.
Well,
what are you talking about? Barack Obama was mocked constantly by a number of comedians.
Why are you making fun of someone's accent?
Well, listen to what I have to say, and that is, I agree with you, Britt. Jimmy Kimmel should not have attacked the First Lady. Okay, can we agree?
Attacked?
Yeah, quote unquote attack. Yeah,
okay.
I think I would have been upset had he said that about my wife, or so. Let's get after.
I just think it's off limits. She was talking to children.
So after that, this is great. I love it. Quite honestly, I mean, did you see? It's not what's really happened on TV. It's what's happening on Twitter as the two go back and forth. This is the best TV I've seen late night in a long time. And then for Jimmy Kimmel to come up and say, well, hey, you're an ass clown or a circus ass or whatever. First of all, what is an ass clown? Can somebody tell me what that is? I like it. Go ahead, Jimmy Kimmel. Go all the way. I hope it.
I think he's talking out of his. Well, we'll just.
Hannity has no credibility to attack him for really anything.
Yeah.
His positions are ridiculous.
What, Kimmel's or President Trump?
No, Sean Hannity.
Oh.
I mean, where's he coming from? Yeah. He's the wrong person to do the criticizing. And therein lies the problem.
He has 4 million people a night who watch him.
I guess, sure. Mark Zuckerberg, he's got a lot more hanging out there. He's worth $61 billion. And that's while Facebook is free. So why are we talking about charging for the social network? Like it or not, we'll be right back.
Tweets. More of a Twitter, Instagram type.
You still on
I talk to my
Facebook?
mom all the time. That's the only way I speak with her. Yeah.
Moms love Facebook.
It's for old people. That's what she says.
Is it?
Yeah. Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. You're on it, aren't you?
I don't know any old people.
Watch out. I think we're getting old.
Okay. So the trolls got your information. They figured out that you guys have some really deep-seated issues that you needed to talk to somebody about. That whole "here's my dog eating my ice cream" post on Facebook was just a front. So what do we do now if the world is going to stay on Facebook for all their Sunday fun days? The Washington Post wrote a piece asking the question, would you pay a subscription fee if you felt like your personal information would be more secure that way? So like it or not, money means a peace of mind in social media.
I like it because I think subscription-based models are going to be the trend. Not just the trend, I think it's going to be a reality in 5 years, even for different networks. I prefer an a la carte service of I want Showtime for this show, I want this streaming app, or maybe if people are that addicted to Facebook, is it really that wrong to pay a couple bucks a month?
Well, here's the problem with that. Right now, we are the product, we being the people that actually log on to Facebook day in and day out. So what's going to happen when I actually pay to log on to Facebook? You're still collecting my information.
Yeah, that's like even enhancing it.
Yeah,
You're getting
so
your credit card info now on
what's going to change other than I promise I won't sell your information to another advertising
Because that's
company?
worked so well.
Yeah, so go figure.
Everything we have is on the cloud, right? Everything that ends up on Facebook can be hacked by somebody. I don't know what paying them any money would do to alter that dynamic whatsoever.
You can
So if you're posting things, you have put yourself at risk that other people will see this, and some of them are people you don't want to see that.
You can go into your settings. It's a little elaborate, but you can go in and see if Facebook has you down as a moderate, as a liberal, as a conservative. Shockingly, I'm down as a moderate. I looked at that, yeah. So.
If it's like Wikipedia, I would go in and change it right now.
But I mean, they are analyzing every little bit of data.
They are. Hey,
So it's out there.
if you work out and you don't take a selfie, do you really even work out?
No.
One gym chain wants to help you out with those post-workout pictures, and the internet's not a fan of this. Like it or not, we're back after this.
I'm not in Tiger Woods mania.
No?
I'll leave that to you guys.
I love it, yeah.
It's every guy's response. What?
You know, outside of Kimmel and Hannity, it's must-see TV.
Very much so.
After Tiger Woods got outed for his personal affairs, then suffered an array of physical problems, and most recently was found by police behind the wheel on way too many painkillers, we figured him mastering anything, including golf, felt like a long shot. But he is miraculously back at the Masters, and the four-time champion was 1 over par after his opening day, but he claimed he was right in the thick of it. So like it or not, Tiger turns these Masters into must-see TV.
Very much so. Anytime Tiger says he's in the thick of it, you best believe he's in the thick of it. He played, what, last month? That tournament he played in, the ratings up 5% more than what it had been before the previous year before that.
It beat the ratings of the selection show, which is the iconic moment in sports of the release of the bracket, and that was Tiger Woods in a run-of-the-mill PGA Tour event.
Everybody wants to see what this guy's going to do. Bridgestone said, hey, profits are up a lot just because he's actually playing again. I don't care if it's 20, 30 years from now. I will always turn on the TV when Tiger plays, only because of what he's done in the past. We all want to see if he can do it again.
He hasn't been good for how many years?
He is somehow miraculously back. I don't know how long it's going to last,
I don't
but
think
it's
he's
been
back.
about 5 years.
How many times have people said Tiger's back, and then, you know,
He has
his back
been
goes
on-
out or he falls behind?
He's been on the leaderboard, and people are surprised by this. And he has been he's had a couple of close calls here over the last month, and I think that's why people are excited. And there's nobody that's been more clutch in this game.
Is there anybody on his level in any other sport that the attention would be as big as it is for the sport
Currently?
if he kept being hurt like that?
No.
I know
No,
LeBron. LeBron.
No.
LeBron isn't the NBA. It's fair to say, or one can argue, that Tiger is the PGA.
He is.
I mean, you got to look
What
at
about
it
Jordan
it is.
Spieth, Rory McIlroy? No, it's still Tiger?
It's Tiger Woods. No one moves the needle like him. Nike stopped making clubs after he basically stopped playing on the tour. He alters the business of the game. Nobody does this. Nobody moves the needle like this guy.
He moves the needle, but he's a garbage player currently and a garbage
That's
human.
that's not what's happening. Well, all right, we'll leave the last part.
wow.
Anyway, speaking
I
of
went in
moving,
hard, sorry.
speaking of moving the needle, Donald Trump is good at that one too. And here's news: the week in Trump world didn't lead the show, but I haven't checked Twitter in the last 3 minutes, so maybe that's on us. First up, the president stepping up his attacks on Amazon, saying they are ripping off the post office. It's taking a toll on the online retailers' bottom line. Next, another chapter in the Stormy Daniels saga. The president now says he had no idea that his lawyer paid off a porn star just days before the election. Okay. And last but not least, on the border, our National Guard. After apparently watching a Fox News report about a caravan of immigrants on its way to the United States, even if that caravan was destined not to come here, the president said military intervention is necessary. So take your pick here, like it or not, any of that.
I like two of them. I do not like that he commented on Stormy Daniels. He was doing so good, and that's where he had to go. So I don't like that. As far as the tweets about Amazon, do you know Amazon stock dipped 7% just because of the president's tweets over the last
But
month?
why do
So
you
it's
seem
taking
happy
a
about that,
significant
Britt?
impact. I'm not necessarily happy or loving it. I'm just more in awe of the impact Twitter, especially his Twitter, has on companies.
This is the second time that this president has gone after an extraordinarily successful American business.
Yeah.
And it has had detrimental effects on them. How is that good for the business of the United States to attack the NFL and attack Amazon and
Well, I don't
ruin
like
their
the government
bottom
going
line?
into the private sector like that. No.
Yes.
However, it isn't the first time in history a president has sent the National Guard to the border. President Obama did, President George W. Bush. So I take illegal immigration pretty seriously, and I have no issues with him
With
doing
regard to sending the National Guard to the border, the bottom line is that all they can do is surveillance. It's the law. So what are they going to do? It's a waste of money. Why send them to the border when all they can do is say, hey, guys, can you help us out? We see a couple of illegal immigrants coming over the border. Second of all, the president didn't even inform the military that, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. So they were just as shocked as you and I were.
I think there's a lot of examples of waste of money, like $500 million to Planned Parenthood, but that's another topic we can get into. I'm about securing our borders.
Well, you heard it from Britt. Donald Trump may be the first reality star turned president, but he isn't the first celebrity to occupy the White House. And he may have opened the door to a whole new wave of politicians, including a guy who played college football, body slammed his opponents in the wrestling ring, and then became the highest paid actor in Hollywood. Do you smell what I'm cooking here? Come 2024 or beyond, we could see signs for The Rock for president. Dwayne Johnson, currently out promoting his latest blockbuster, Rampage, but when asked on the red carpet about his future plans, he said he hadn't ruled out a possible presidential run. But he also admitted he had no experience and was dedicated to learning as much as he can. So like it or not, we've already seen one guy that was a reality TV star become president. Dwayne Johnson, president?
No.
Maybe?
No.
He would win. He would get so many votes. I'm telling you, women love The Rock. He has a very wide base. He works very hard.
Base.
Yeah.
You don't think people would vote for him?
I do, and that's
We
what
elected
scares
Donald
me.
Trump.
I understand this, and this is the problem here.
Who
Can
didn't
we
have a
all-
lot of support
Can
from
we
women.
all collectively just get back to letting the professionals run the country for once? Like, what? Like, what's next?
They've done such a good job.
Wait, who's next? Senator Kardashian,
I
right?
disagree with that. Ronald
Flavor
Reagan was
Flav.
an actor, and I'm pretty sure
Ronald
Britt would
Reagan
say
was
that
the
he was a
governor
great
of
president.
California before
Making
he was the
America
president
great.
of the United States.
And that's
The
why
Rock,
The Rock
is in some movie about racing cars, and now
that's
he's going to
why
go
he should
negotiate with
possibly become
China?
president,
Like,
because
ridiculous.
He's saying, well, hold up, guys, wait a minute. I should learn first before I actually make that presidential run. I like that. By the way, he's a registered Republican, but now he states that he's an independent. So go figure. I don't know what he's going to do.
He did take shots at Trump, and whether you guys like it or not, I know you won't, Trump's approval rating has actually been increasing. The Rasmussen poll had it up to 51%, which was higher than
But
President
who believes the
Barack
polls?
Obama's.
Not Donald Trump.
All right. Well, if you worked out and didn't take a selfie, did you really even work out, Bram?
Well, I didn't really work out, but that's not fake news. Go on.
A gym in Connecticut announced plans for a dedicated selfie room complete with lighting, hair products, and fitness equipment. Sounds perfect for me, guys. Well, wrong. The gym got such intense social media backlash, it has postponed those plans. But here's the thing. They commissioned a survey about those post-workout pictures and found that 43% of people admittedly liked doing it and wanted to do it and take pictures of themselves at the gym. 27% of those were selfies. So, gym selfies, like it or not.
Yeah, do it. Great.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
You didn't like it during
You
the
did.
break,
Yeah,
though.
you were saying that earlier.
No, I just wouldn't do it
You
personally,
just
but
wouldn't
I
go
don't
to the
take
gym?
selfies of myself doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a selfie person.
Here's the
So
difference
I
between
don't
Britt and
get it.
I take selfies, but I never post them. I take it just so I can see how I look. just so I
Oh,
can-
really?
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
I
It'll
mean,
take me
when I'm
30
in the
seconds to
gym.
find you here.
When I'm in the gym. But it's sort of a motivational tool for me.
I used to have a case on my phone that actually lit up to enhance the selfie. So imagine going into a room, there's all sorts of neon lights. I guarantee you, women would flock to it. Like a moth to a flame, the selfie lights the way.
I'm not against it. I don't mind looking at them. I'm just not going to take part in it. That's all.
I've snuck a few in yoga class, so that's been
It's
embarrassing.
not like you're not allowed to do that?
Yeah.
And it
That's
looks
why-
weird. It's like
rules?
grainy. Like I'm trying not to do it.
And that's why you got kicked out of the yoga class.
I'm just thinking about you fellas.
Hey, if you're not a member of the Mile High Club, a new study will either serve as an eye-opener or maybe even a how-to. Like it or not, we'll be right back. Want to get away? Well, if it involves a little hanky-panky while flying, sign me up! Apparently, the majority of Americans feel the same way. You see, the matchmaking site, Saucy Dates, surveyed nearly 12,000 passengers and found a staggering 78% wanted to join the Mile High Club. However, only 5% actually had. But it's where they're getting it on that's left a lot of us in shock. Just over 30% said they did it on the plane seats, 9% did it in the plane's kitchen, and 1% said they got busy while in the cockpit. Surprisingly, a whopping 86% didn't get caught while doing it. Mile High Club, like it or not.
Well, you got to watch your pauses there. You're very, very close to getting us into a lot of trouble there. What's the plane kitchen?
I was just going to say, that's where the flight attendants are, though. So how are you getting it on there?
That would mean it's the flight attendants that are doing it.
Or not.
I'm logistically trying to figure this out. I have your face from last week.
Well, I've thought about this a lot, and I can't quite figure out how you get away with it. That's the hardest part for me to figure out is where do you actually get away with this? Because I got to tell you, the lavatory doesn't sound appealing to me whatsoever.
Not at all.
I'm too tall. How would you just do it in the lavatory?
I could see it on the seats, though, especially if you're sitting first class. Oh, yeah. I mean, that can happen very but who's doing it in the cockpit?
I thought about it.
No, I really have. But who's doing it in the cockpit?
Remember 14B?
When you asked, we weren't excited to talk about it. I was. I just thought, oh, man, we're going to lose our jobs.
And once again, the men don't come through to keep you excited.
Right.
See, we've done it again.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, well, we were aware of that. We liked that. We hope you did as well. For Britt, the guy, I'm Bram. Have a great week. We'll see you.